Hey, good morning everybody. Today is October 27th. It's a Saturday. It's an absolutely beautiful day here in southern Connecticut. And unlike yesterday, which got kind of cool and it felt like autumn finally around here, today the wind has turned and is coming out of the southwest, and I think it's just ahead of a storm front. So it's surprisingly warm this morning. And again, we're almost into November, so the weather around here has been crazy warm and really comfortable for us to be out riding. You can probably tell by the background here that our leaves and our trees are pretty much done for the season. Maybe a week or two left and all the leaves will be probably on the ground. But anyway, this is about cycling and not about leaves and the weather and so forth. Today's video, I think I'm going to talk a little bit about the changes that have been made on Strava. I like them. I think that Strava is going more toward a Facebook environment or Facebook interface, which is fine. And but there are some criticisms about Strava not addressing some of the issues that they've had for quite a while, which again is something else I'm going to be talking about this morning. So blah blah blah, long introduction. Let's get on to the video, and thanks for watching. This is the Road Biker along with Susan.
Have a good day.
And don't forget to click and subscribe. Thanks for watching. You know, I was thinking the other day about winter riding and indoor training and all that kind of thing. I see that some people on Strava have already resorted to spending more time on Zwift. And while Zwift is fun to do and it's beneficial, you can get yourself a pretty good workout. For me, nothing takes the place of actually being out on the road, getting the fresh air, and just being closer to nature, obviously. I forget where I was going with that. Well, it doesn't matter. Oh, I think I was talking about Strava. I'm like many people who use Strava, and recently Strava has been updating their application, or their website rather. And I guess if I had to characterize the changes, most people seem to be happy with what Strava is doing. It seems like Strava is going more toward Facebook in the kind of features that they're starting to provide, and the layout and the things that are characteristic of Facebook seem to be migrating into Strava. Some of it I like. I like the idea of being able just to place a comment. There goes Susan. What was I saying? Oh, Strava. Yeah, so it's getting more Facebook-like. Nothing wrong with that. I was reading some of the comments people posted about Strava releasing an updated version of the website, and more than one person chimed in on being somewhat critical of Strava, asking why don't they fix problems that people have been complaining about with Strava, instead of just changing the appearance of Strava. Well, I kind of agree with that sentiment. I've actually put up 1 or 2 videos, I'm sure, in which I criticize Strava for how much they end up cheating you on your specs or on your stats of your ride. But generally speaking, after Susan and I both finish our ride together, our data gets uploaded to Strava. Mine comes from a Garmin device. Susan comes from Wahoo Fitness or the Strava app itself. But in both cases, Susan is using the GPS feature of her phone to provide GPS information to Strava. And therein lies the differences between our rides, where Strava interprets her GPS data and says, generally, you're not riding as fast as Jerry or as far as Jerry. And it's taking you longer to ride the same distance that you and Jerry ride together. So a lot of people recognize this, they've seen this before, and they would like Strava to correct that, or give users the ability to go in and correct the information on their own, which I understand is a sore spot with Strava, because I guess they feel like this is a place for you to share your achievements, and they're trying to, I guess they're trying to keep people from cheating by putting in their own numbers rather than the actual numbers that a GPS file contains. Now I use Strava, and Strava gets feed from my Garmin Connect account, and unlike Strava, you can go into Garmin and make any changes you want. So again, I don't understand why Strava doesn't allow that. And here's the funny thing, you know, if somebody wants to cheat, they're going to cheat. They're going to cheat on Strava. I mean, if you take a look at the cycling world in general, the consensus about cyclists, especially professional cyclists, is that they're all on drugs. How else could they be doing these superhuman efforts without relying on some sort of drugs or mechanical advantage? I mean, they've caught people actually using electric motors in a race, and there isn't anybody on the planet who doesn't know how phony Lance Armstrong turned out to be. So, shit, Strava. Allow people to do their own edits and let them correct data that their bike computers are providing. Because I've had it happen to me more than once where Strava has skewed the data that came directly from Garmin. I don't know why it would happen. But if Strava basically is all about record keeping for you, and I think that's how it started out, then Jesus, let us make sure that our records are correct according to what we know. And again, if somebody wants to cheat and put in a number that makes them king of the mountain, well shit, don't you think they're doing that already? I mean, come on. There's so many competitive people, even on Strava, that you damn well know. They're baking the numbers, they're cooking the numbers sometimes. So I guess I kind of come down on the side of those who argue that, hey, Strava, how about just letting us do our own edits and fixing problems as they come up, And you make your best guess, but leave it up to us. So I don't know. I don't know which way I'm going to come down in that argument, but Strava is what it is, for the good and the bad. And I think that's all based on the kind of people who are using it and how they're using it. But those are my thoughts this morning on this beautiful October day. Love it.